Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion, and I'm joined by Emmett
What's going on?
and Michael.
What's up?
And today we are back on our Let's Talk NBA series, and we are talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the team in the NBA that has been rebuilding and has finally almost potentially built a masterpiece. They are a team that everyone should be looking out for, and everyone should be excited for as well. What do you guys think the Oklahoma City Thunder will do this season?
Man. Mm. Shea is that guy.
Gosh, yes.
Shea is him. Yeah. I think I I don't know what their ceiling would be. I'm not gonna say finals yet. Their
Fine.
ceiling would I'm not gonna say
Oh,
finals yet. Even though Shea is that guy, I don't think finals yet. Maybe their ceiling, Western Conference Finals. That's their ceiling. Their floor playoffs. I have high hopes for them.
That's yeah. I'm cheering for him too.
oh yeah.
And if that happens, I'll be really happy. But I'd say ceiling for me is a ceiling would be 5, 6 seed, and then floor would be missing out on the playoffs.
So what's the one right before the Western Conference final?
Semifinal?
Than me.
So I think that's their ceiling for me. I think they're not there yet. I think they're one season away. I think they need a season for this to all come together first. Um, but then I also think like if they don't make it out of the first round, then that's a joke. I think they'll. What do we think like on the list? Like so, like the top 10 teams that get in. What do you think they'll end up at
Top 10 in the West.
in the West? Yeah.
I go 7. Yeah.
Seven out of top 10.
Yeah.
There's only a few teams I can definitively say that are better than them. I think the Lakers are better than them, the Nuggets, the Warriors.
Um,
I'm gonna put them right up there. This might be a little high for the Thunder, but I'm gonna put them up there with like the Suns. Maybe a little higher than the Suns.
where do we put the Clippers?
Oof. A healthy Clippers,
Healthy. Let's say health.
a healthy Clippers, a healthy Clippers might be like they would be top three,
I've never heard of that.
but they're not healthy. Yeah, they're not healthy. But
I
if
so
if
yeah,
Kawhi comes back and he's plays 82 games every game of the playoffs,
bro.
that doesn't happen. But that's
Let's
top
say
three.
okay. Let's say he plays 70 games.
Oh my gosh. Then
I
yeah.
think a five, like a 3 to 5.
So I think I'm gonna put the Thunders at anywhere from 5 to 8. I think 8 would be a disappointing season. Granted, they still have to do the play-in thing, but 5 to 8 seems reasonable. I think they are a team full of young, hungry guys that want to be competitive and make a name for themselves in the NBA. I mean, you got Josh Giddey, who, in my opinion, is one of my favorite players to watch right now. I mean, he's going to pretty much average a triple double every single night. He's going to be efficient and effective on the offensive side of the ball. And that's what you want out of your point guard. You have Giddey, not Giddey. We have Shea, like we've been talking about, who is forming into a superstar. I mean, he's going to dang near average 30 points a game, pretty close to it, and just play really effective and good basketball. And I mean, you have what's the kid's name? Chet. You got Chet coming back to
Yeah,
see what he had. I mean, you have this team is filled with players that are filled with players that just like the Nuggets, they all know their role and they all know what they have to do to contribute to the team. You got the William boys who are a glue to this team, and love watching them. I mean, they went and picked up Davis, but I don't no, they
Tom.
picked up Victor Oladipo, who still might be waived, but I'm not gonna talk about him. You got Josh Giddey, Luke Dort, both of the Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren. I mean, there's so many. I mean, Trey, man, this team is so young, and don't they still have like so many picks? Like they still have potential to go out and get a superstar if they wanted to. Like, do I feel like they should and need to? Currently, no. I think right now they should just stick to what this is and see how this plays out. And then whatever you're missing, maybe. I mean, how do we feel if they went and got Cat?
I wouldn't trade anyone from that team for Cat.
I mean, but you got picks, and they need. I mean, they need picks.
I mean, yeah, but you got to match salaries, which is going to be tough with such a young team.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. All these dudes are gonna get paid at one point.
mhm. But I mean, the thing with them is like, Sam Presti went and the draft route got all these picks and like going this route, like the thing is like it's okay like if you miss on some of your draft picks like in the long run because then you've got all these other ones that you can move for like a proven guy.
Yeah.
But like they hit on like all of their picks recently, like Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey, Shea, probably Chet. He's probably going to be a baller.
Yeah.
So like they've hit on every single one. So that makes it even more like you said, Davion, like they're cooking something crazy. Like they are much closer to where they want to be like earlier than I thought because I thought they're like, okay, there's gotta be, that they get a fifth pick, probably gonna pick maybe a bust, but like they've hit on all of that and they have all these draft picks. Like they can easily go out and get some guy to come in with all these young dudes and that's make them the championship contender that like they're eventually going to be if they play their cards right, which I don't doubt that they are because they have so far. So yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to think how they've literally, like you said, they've hit on every single draft pick. Every pick has been effective in what they need to add to the team to be good in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And I think from the owners and president and this fan perspective, it's good to watch like basketball be created from the draft. I mean, look at the Warriors. Look at that dynasty. I think in 5 years from now, you will see that in Oklahoma. You will see a very complete and effective team that can compete for championships. And if I'm Timberwolves fans, or not Timberwolves fans, Thunder fans, I'm excited. Like I'm excited for what the future holds. And I'm excited about what the future looks like for this team and this organization. And I think if I'm them, I'm even more excited than when they had KD, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. Maybe.
Man, that team was
That
crazy.
that team was tough.
Nuts how they didn't win the finals.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well, NBA Twitter or now NBA X or whatever Twitter's called now has been
NBA X.
I've been seeing a bunch of talks about Shea possibly winning MVP. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, if they get top
They get top 5.
5, yeah, and he goes crazy in the competitive West, then yes. I think that's possible. I mean, Westbrook did it when they were a 6 seed.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's not like a triple double machine like Westbrook is, but if he gets them to somehow gets them to 4 or 5 and something like that and averages close to 30, like
He
and
averaged 31 last season.
yeah, I think he can get it. I don't think that's far fetched.
It's crazy to think that I mean, these dudes have really created or in the process of creating something with so much potential. Like who would have thought? Because where was Shea before he was here or there?
Clippers.
Man, what are they thinking?
And
Man,
I just checked it up too. So the Hornets actually drafted him 11th, traded him to the Clippers, and then Clippers traded him. I think was that during the Paul George trade?
I think
I'm
it
pretty
might have
sure it
been.
was. It had
Yeah.
to have been.
man, I can tell you exactly on that 2018 draft night. Um, I mean, I'm a Hornets fan, so like, you know, number number 11, like we had the 11th pick, and like all I was with a bunch of friends like somewhere, and we all wanted Michael Porter Jr. Like we wanted him so bad. Like we couldn't believe he fell so far. And they picked Shea, and we were like, who? Like what? Like why? Like, are you kidding me? And then I remember pick 12, and I saw Shea was getting traded to the Clippers, and we were like, and I remember being with all of them, we were like, there's still hope. Like we're getting Michael Porter. We're getting Michael Porter.
Who would you end
And
up
then
drafting?
Miles Bridges. Um, so then they said with the 12th pick, Charlotte Hornets selected, and then they say the MI, like my
Uh-huh.
Miles, and we all thought like it was Michael Porter, and then it's like Miles Bridges, and we were like, oh my God, you're
Where
kidding
did
me.
he play?
Michigan State.
Hmm. It sounds
But
like right. Draymond's up there. Draymond was up there. So.
the first few years that Miles Bridges was on the team, I was like, in hindsight, that wasn't a bad
Yeah.
trade. Miles Bridges is good, Shea's good, but now it's like, nah, why did you keep that man? And it was because Kemba was still on the team. So like I was like, why would you need a point guard? You got
Yeah.
Kemba.
I mean,
But
but we would say he's a glorified two, right?
yeah. But I
So
didn't know that at the time. They were telling people
yeah,
he
I'm
was
talking about now. Like you would think he's a two. Like the way he plays is more of a two.
he can do
Hmm.
that for sure.
Crazy to
Well,
think.
Shea's taller than he's pretty tall. I mean,
He's
compared to
six
what I
six.
thought he was. Yeah.
Yeah, he's massive.
So he could play too.
Yeah. Well, any final thoughts on the Oklahoma City Thunder and what they can do this season? Man, looking at it, my final thought: Chet is 7'1", 195 pounds. That's
Nice.
crazy to me. Anyway, Thunders fans, let us know how you feel. I've been your host, Davion. That's been Michael. That's been Emmett. And this has been the post game. Peace.